Chat. I'm your host, Nizzy, and in this video, you guys, we're going to be giving you a little game preview of the upcoming matchup between the Toronto Raptors and the Phoenix Suns tonight. Should be a good game, you guys. Obviously, the Phoenix Suns, the first place team out in the Western Conference right now, coming off a big win against Miami a couple days ago. Raptors are coming off a big win against the Spurs, getting back on track after their 3-game losing streak. Sitting at a 35-30 record on their season. The Suns, respectively, are sitting at a 53-13 record. They've been absolutely outstanding this year. They've definitely taken another step in the right direction after their finals loss to the Milwaukee Bucks in last year's finals, you guys. The Suns are primed and ready to roll for a big-time playoff push this year. I would not be surprised at all if they represent the Western Conference in the NBA Finals once again. It should be a good playoff matchups this year. We'll have to see if Chris Paul is going to be back out there from his thumb injury. I would assume that he's going to be ready to go at least for the playoffs. Obviously sitting out this game here tonight. Still dealing with that broken thumb. So we'll have to see, you guys. Should be a real good game here. Obviously there's some guys missing for both squads here still. OG's still going to be out with a finger injury. Malachi Flynn's still out with the hamstring. We got David Johnson's a game-time decision with his knee injury. And then over on the Phoenix Suns side of things, like I said, Chris Paul's still on the sidelines with that thumb injury. Kaminsky's going to be out for this one with a knee injury. Saric is still out recovering from that torn ACL that happened, I believe, on the playoff run last season. So he's probably not going to be back until the playoffs of this year. And then you got Cam Johnson, who's also out. An absolute stud for them coming off the bench. He's going to be out with a quadricep injury for tonight's matchup as well. So a few guys out for both teams here. I would say they're missing a couple more key players than the Toronto Raptors are, just with having Chris Paul and Cam Johnson being out of the lineup. Kaminsky's a pretty good addition for them coming off the bench as well. Just a big body guy who can knock down some shots for you. So it should be a real good game tonight, you guys. Like I said, the Raptors need to keep things rolling here. Got to take advantage of this undermanned Suns squad. They're still going to be a great team, a great matchup here tonight. It's not going to be an easy win whatsoever. The Raptors are going to have to bring their A game for this one if they're going to want to come away victorious. I think it's going to be a heck of a matchup here. Definitely need to get back on track. The Raptors are sitting at a 3-5 record after that win against the Spurs since the All-Star break. 2 games below 500 since the All-Star. So we definitely want to get back on track here. Brooklyn looks like they're starting to get rolling in that 8th seed as well with a huge dominant victory over the Sixers last night. So the Raptors got to keep the ball rolling as well. The last thing we want to do is, continue to fall down in the standings here and maybe drop into a 9th or 10th spot. We definitely want to hold solid on that 7th seed, and try and even make a push up for the 6th or the 5th seed here. At least the 6th seed for sure. I think we could probably overtake Cleveland if we can get on a nice hot stretch going forward. But nonetheless, I think we're pretty well locked in on that 7th seed for the rest of the season as long as we can continue to win at a decent clip here, you guys. So we'll have to see what happens in tonight's matchup. Like I said, this Suns team is just nasty. They're playing great team basketball this year, only 13 losses on the season. Had a huge dust-up of Miami, 111-90 a couple days ago, the same night that we played the Spurs and beat them 119-104. They beat Miami Heat 111-90. Like I said, they're the top team in the entire league right now, top in the West, top in the East. They've got a decent record since All-Star break, even though they've been dealing with some injuries. They're still a 5-3 record since the All-Star break. Obviously, Chris Paul's been out for the majority of that. Even Devin Booker missed a couple games, I believe, in there as well. So they've still found ways to get it done, still found ways to win, regardless if they're missing players or not. So it's going to be a tough matchup for this Raptors squad. Like I said, you're going to have to bring your A game. It's going to have that playoff atmosphere style of basketball here tonight, in my opinion, you guys. So the Raptors just going to have to be ready to roll. Obviously, it's a road game, which I think kind of benefits the Raptors a little bit. We seem to play pretty well on the road this year. I think we're 3 games above 500 on the road so far this season, and only 2 games above 500 at home. So should work to our advantage a little bit here. Definitely want to get out to a quick start in this game, in my opinion, as well. Especially with the back-to-back coming up here. We got Denver tomorrow night. So if you can, you want to try and close this one out early and get some rest for your starters there in that 4th quarter. But at the end of the day, this one's going to be a slugfest, in my opinion. I don't see us really running away with this one too early in this game. I think it's going to be something that goes down to the wire in the 4th quarter here. And the Raptors are just going to have to play a good heady style of basketball, hard-nosed defense. Make sure that we're not settling for jump shots on the offensive end. Some of the keys to the game I got for the Raptors to be able to come away with a victory, guys, like I said, driving the paint, not settling for those jump shots, getting to the foul line, really putting that pressure on DeAndre Ayton down low in the post, trying to get him in foul trouble early to get him off of the floor. Obviously, he's a shot blocking phenom over there, big 7-foot center for them. So he's going to be a tough guy to deal with inside the paint. So if we can get him into that foul trouble early, get him sitting on the bench there for a good majority of the game, that's going to help the Toronto Raptors a lot, I believe, to be able to get this win here tonight, you guys. Obviously, another key to the game for the Raptors' victory here tonight is going to be hard-nosed defense. Our defense always, leads to good offense for us, so we got to play some hard-nosed, tough defense out there tonight. Just be ready, switching on the fly, being ready to cover that three-point shot. This is a pretty good three-point shooting team as well. We're going to have to slow down DeAndre Ayton in the post there. Going to have to probably double him up down low and really try and slow his game down, not allow him to get a lot of easy looks around the rim. I think if we can do that and slow him and Devin Booker down, we'll have a good chance of winning this game here tonight. But like I said, it's going to start with the defense first, you guys. If we can get some good defense rolling, get a couple good steals there, get running in transition, get some easy baskets, just to get our footing under us a little bit, I think that's going to go a long ways to helping us win this game. Obviously, limiting the turnovers is going to be huge. We did a great job against the Spurs. We only had 10 turnovers as a team. Like I said, our recipe for success got to be 10 turnovers or less. So if we can keep those numbers down in this one, limit the possessions, the extra possessions that the Suns get, I think that's going to help us out a lot for the victory here. And then obviously the last key to the game, you guys, is winning that rebound battle. Obviously getting more shots up is crucial here. They got the big dog DeAndre Ayton on that side of the basketball as well. We're going to have to really do a great job of boxing out on the defensive end, limiting their offensive possessions. And then, try and rip down some of those offensive boards. We got one of the better offensive rebounding teams in the league. Scotty Barnes is an absolute magician down on the offensive glass. Kem Birch can rebound pretty well on the offensive glass as well. We got a couple other guys in there, Precious Achiuwa, Pascal Siakam, that like to get down and dirty on that offensive glass as well. So if we can get some of those rebound battles won here tonight, get some extra shots put up, get to the free throw line consistently and drain those free throws, I think we'll have a good opportunity on stealing one away from the Suns here tonight. And like I said, you guys, this one's a crucial one to me, especially because you got Denver coming off a back-to-back here tomorrow. That one's going to be the tougher matchup in my opinion, just because it's our second night of the back-to-back and the Joker's just been absolutely phenomenal so far this season. Denver's never an easy win, especially on the road as well when you're heading up to Mile High. So it's going to be a tough matchup tomorrow, tough matchup tonight. It's going to be a good test of the wits of the Toronto Raptors here, just to kind of see how we match up against some of the top teams in the West. Obviously, we got the Lakers and the Clippers coming up on Monday and Wednesday, I believe, next week after that as well, to end off our West Coast trip there, I believe. So it should be a good little stretch of games here coming up, some big-time matchups. Going to kind of see where the Raptors end up after these little 4-game stretch here. Hopefully it's on the right side of things here, making a push for that 6th seed. But yeah, you guys, that pretty much wraps her up for this video. Just want to come out with a little game preview. I'm going to give a prediction here in this one, you guys. I'm going to go ahead and say 105-97 for the Raptors here. I think it's going to be a close game. I think the Raptors are going to be able to pull away in that 4th quarter and seal the victory here for 2 wins in a row. Just getting the job done with a tough matchup coming up with Denver tomorrow, taking advantage of the fact that Chris Paul is going to be out, Cam Johnson, Kaminsky, and Saric are going to be out as well. I think the Raptors are going to take advantage, play the right style of basketball in this game, and be able to take home the victory in this one. Like I said, 105-97 will be the score that I predict, you guys, for the Raptors. Would love your guys' opinion in the comment section down below. What do you think the final score is going to be for tonight's matchup? Do you think the Raptors got a good opportunity to win this one? And what do you think our record will end up being after this little 4-game stretch here out west? Would love your guys' opinion in the comments section down below. That pretty well wraps her up for this one, you guys. Thanks so much for watching. Please go ahead and like this video if you like sporting content like this. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you're looking for more sporting content like this in the near future. Thanks so much for watching, you guys, and this is Nizzy with Nizzy Sports Channel.